conversation. So today we are going to revise for your half-yearly examination. Here your portion semester 1 lesson number 4 and 5, semester 2 lesson number 1 and lesson number 2. So this is your portion. Totally you will be having 4 lessons for your exam. And here this is your pattern. First part 1 choose, part 2 fill-ups, part 3 match, part 4 short answers, part 5 details, part 6 unscramble the words, part 7 diagram, and part 8 is your picture comprehension. Here I will say you what is the mark for each paragraph, each part. Part 1 choose, fill-ups, match. These 3 parts will be containing 5 marks. Why? Because each part will be containing 5 questions. Each question will be containing 1 mark, so totally you will be having 5 marks. The next part 4, short answers. I will be giving you 6 to 7 questions. Any 5 you have to write, and each question will be containing 2 marks. So totally you will be having 10 marks. The details, I will be giving you 3 to 4 details. Any 2, it is your optional. Any 2 you can write, and each question will be containing 5 marks. So totally you will be having it for 10 marks. The part 6, unscramble the words. Here it is, I will be giving you letters. I will be giving you words with missing letters. I will be giving you 10 words with missing letters. Each word will be containing half marks. So totally 5 marks. Diagram. So you know you have many diagrams in your textbook, and here any 2 I will be giving you for optional. Any one you can choose and you can write it. It will be containing 5 marks. And last your picture comprehension, which is your picture based questions. It is like an activity. It will be containing 5 marks. So totally children, your half-yearly exam is for 50 marks. So totally your half-yearly exam is for 50 marks. Is it clear to all? So children, shall we revise now? Shall we start to revise? Good. Here, part 1, choose. So we already said that we are having 4 lessons in our exam. So lesson number 1, first choose. Overgrazing by cattle is one of the causes for dash. Overgrazing by cattle is one of the causes for dash. So what is the answer, children? The answer is deforestation. Overgrazing by cattle is one of the causes for deforestation. Deforestation means reduced amount of forest that you will cut or it might be destroyed by the natural or human related disasters. Dash and Dash was launched to protect tigers. So what project it was? Tiger. So what here? Project Tiger was launched to protect tigers. So the answer is Project Tiger. Rhinoceroses are killed for their dash. Why these rhinoceroses are killed, children? So here rhinoceroses are killed for their horns. So the answer is horns. Animal species at high risk of becoming extinct is called as dash. So the animals which are the extinct species are called endangered species. What are they? Endangered species. A dash is a place where animals live in their natural habitat. A dash is a place where the animals live in their natural habitat. So where they live? What place is it? Very good. Sanctuary. So sanctuary is the place where the animals live in their natural habitat. So your next lesson. The dash nervous system consists of the brain and the spinal cord. The dash nervous system consists of the brain and the spinal cord. What system? The central nervous system. So your central nervous system consists of brain and spinal cord. Second one, heart is protected by dash. So a part is protected. So heart is protected by a part. What part it is? The answer is rib cage. The heart is protected by rib cage. The heart is protected by rib cage. The process of taking in air is called dash. The process of taking in air is called dash. So what is the answer, children? Taking in air is called inhalation. In this question itself we will be having answer. Taking in air. That means inhalation. Dash is produced in the liver. Dash is produced in the liver. So a substance which is produced in the liver is called bile. B-I-L-E. Bile. A substance which is produced in the liver is called bile. reddish brown bean-shaped organ that help in removing the waste from the body. So we all know that. So which will be helping you in removing waste? Your kidneys. So kidneys are reddish brown bean-shaped organ that helps in removing the waste from the body. So the clear children, from your SEM 1 book we are having lesson number 4 and 5, and from your SEM 2 book lesson number 1 and 2. Here materials such as stones and rough and sorry children, we will be going for first lesson. So your first lesson is food safety and first aid. So here first question, we would never touch an electrical wire or switch with dash hands. We should never touch an electrical wire or switch with dash hands. What hands? You should never touch the switch or wire with wet hand. Which when you are washing your hands and that you are going to switch on this fan or light, it is very dangerous. So you should never touch the switches with your wet hand. We should never immerse our hand into the dash to feel its work. So here, you never have to touch the temperature of the water while the switch is on. So we all have water heater, isn't it? So when you are going to think and you are going to touch how the water is, if it is hot or not, so you have to switch off the switch and then only you have to touch it. So here, we should never immerse our hand into the water to feel its work. Road signs make use of pictures and dash which can be followed by all people. So road signs make use of pictures and so we all see road signs. At the side of the road you will be having some signs, isn't it? So those signs will be used pictures and what they will use in it? Pictures and also symbols. They will use pictures and symbols. The answer is symbols. Is it clear children? Next one. We must always cross the road holding the hands of and dash. We must always cross the road holding the hands of and dash. So you have to cross the road with the help of an adult. With the help of an adult. Traffic signals also help dash to cross roads during heavy traffic. Traffic signals also help dash to cross. Who will cross? Pedestrians. Who are they? Pedestrians. They are called pedestrians. Is it clear children? The next one. Materials such as stone are rough but pebbles are dash. So stone is rough. The opposite pebbles is smooth. The answer is smooth. Copper is a good conductor of dash. Copper is a good conductor of dash. What it is? Copper is a good conductor of electricity. Copper is a good conductor of electricity. Some solids such as dough can change shape if dash is applied on them. So when you are going to roll the chapatis, what happens? What you are going to give? You are going to give a force on it. So the answer is force. Liquids cannot be dash. Liquids cannot be dash. Cannot be dissolved or melted or compressed. Liquids that cannot be compressed in a particular place. In gases, molecules are always in a state of dash. In gases, molecules are always in the state of dash. What state it is? Always the gas will be moving. Movement. That's why the air is moving from one place to another. It will not stop at the same place. Is it clear children? So the next one what we are going to go to is part 2, fill-ups. So here part 2, fill-ups. Destruction of forest due to natural or human related causes is called dash. The destruction of forest due to natural or human related causes is called deforestation. The answer is deforestation. Illegal killing of wild animals for profit and pleasure is called dash. Illegal killing of animals for profit and pleasure is called dash. What is the answer? Poaching. So poaching. Illegally killing animals for the profit and pleasure is called poaching. Elephants are killed for their dash. These elephants are killed for one of their part of their body. What is it? So they are tusks. Species that no longer exist anywhere on the earth is called dash species. They are called extinct. So they are not here anymore. They are being vanished. They are being gone somewhere else, or they are vanished from the earth. So these kind of animals are called extinct species. Holangapur Gibbon Sanctuary is located in dash. Holangapur Gibbon Sanctuary is located in Assam. Where it is located, children? It is located in Assam. So, is it clear, children? The next one. The same nerves are made up of special cells called dash. Nerves are made up of special cells called neurons. The answer is neurons. Arteries carry dash blood and veins carry dash blood. So here it is very important question. Arteries carry pure blood, that means oxygen rich blood, and veins carry impure blood, that means carbon dioxide rich blood. The next one. When we exhale, the diaphragm relaxes and moves up. So when we exhale, the diaphragm relaxes and dash. So when the diaphragm relaxes, it moves up. It will move up. The nutrients from the digested food are absorbed by the dash and are taken to the different parts of the body. So the nutrients from the digested food is absorbed by the. So children, what I said, the nutrients from the digested food are absorbed by the blood. So the nutrients is absorbed by the blood. The next one, dash is a big bag-like structure in which urine is stored. So it is a bag-like structure in it. Urine is stored. What structure? What organ is it? So it is urinary bladder. So the answer is urinary bladder. Is it clear to all? So the next one. In your SEM 2 book, your first fill up a common accident that happens at home is dash. A common accident that happens at home is dash. The answer is electric shock. The answer is electric shock. We must hold the dash while using the staircase. So when we are going to use the staircase, we have to hold the dash. What it is? Rail. R-A-I-L. Rail. Accidents on the road happens when we do not follow dash and road safety. So accidents might happen. When it will happen? When you are not going to follow the traffic rules. When you are not going to follow the traffic rules, then the accident might happen. Cross the road at the dash or use overbridges or subways to reach the other side of the road. So overbridges, subways, okay, but you want to cross the road on the road itself means where you will go and cross. You have to cross the zebra crossing. The answer is zebra crossing. The color green is the traffic signal. In a traffic signal indicates the vehicles to dash. The color green in the traffic signal indicates the vehicles to dash. So the answer is to go, to move. Is it clear, children? The next one. Any substance that has weight and occupies space is called dash. Whatever the substance, if the scale now, this is a substance, it occupies a weight and space, it is called a matter. What is it called? It is called a matter. The process by which water vapor in the air changes into water is called dash. The process by which water vapor in the air changes into water is called condensation. The answer is condensation. Metal such as dash is hard but cotton is dash. So metal such as dash is hard. Which is hard? Iron is hard and cotton is soft and fluffy. And cotton is soft and fluffy. Matter that allows some light to pass through it is called dash. So whatever the matter that allows light to pass, little bit of light to pass is called translucent. What is it? Translucent. Matter that dissolves in water is known as the dash substance. So whatever dissolves, it is called a soluble substance. It is called a soluble substance. Is it clear, children? The next one we will go to match the following. So here the match the following for us. So here I will just read the questions first. Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary, Kanha National Park, Jim Corbett National Park, Gir National Park and Kaziranga National Park. This is the questions which is given and the options are Assam, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Kerala and Uttarakhand. So the first one, Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary is located in Kerala. Kanha National Park is located in Madhya Pradesh. Jim Corbett National Park is located in Uttarakhand. Gir National Park is located in Gujarat. And the last one, Kaziranga National Park is located in Assam. Is it clear, children? Next lesson. I'll just read the questions. Brain, heart, lungs, stomach and kidney. The options are digestive system, excretory system, nervous system, respiratory system and circulatory system. The first one is brain. Brain is from nervous system. Heart is from circulatory system. Lungs is from respiratory system. So your stomach is from digestive system and your kidney is from excretory system. Is it clear, children? Is it clear to all? The next one. Your next the next one what here is true or false. So children, here it is not match the following, but it is going to be said as true or false. We should play with matchsticks. Is it yes? No. False. We should not play with sharp and pointed objects such as knives, blades and scissors. So here, listen carefully, children. We should not play with sharp and pointed objects such as knives, blades and scissors. Yes, it is true. If you or someone else gets hurt, you should not inform your teachers, parents and elders. Is it right? No, it is not right. That's why it is false. You should touch switches and plugs with wet hand. Is it true, children? No, it is not true. It is false. You should always follow the road signals. Yes, you should always follow road signals. The next one, matter can change from one state to another. Yes, it is true. The particles in liquids are packed close to each other. No, it is false. Metals are bad conductor of electricity. No, it is false. When ice is taken out of the freezer, it melts due to heat. Yes, it is true. Solids cannot be compressed. Yes, it is true. So children, here what happened? We have finished choose, full up, match. We have revised everything. The next part is part 4, short answers. Semester 1, lesson number 4, lesson number 5. Semester 2, lesson number 1 and lesson number 2. Here details. Part 5 details. Lesson number 1. In semester 1, lesson number 4 and lesson number 5. In semester 2, lesson number 1 and lesson number 2. So now children, we will revise the question answers in a detailed way. So children, shall we start your question answers? Here. Your part 1, answer the following questions. So here your question answers are being given. Now we are going to revise the question answers. First one, what is deforestation? What is deforestation? Answer, destruction of forests due to natural or human related causes is called deforestation. Children, shall I repeat it once again? Destruction of forests due to natural or human related causes is called deforestation. Is it clear to all? The next question, what is reforestation? What is reforestation? Answer, harmful effects of deforestation can be controlled by planting new trees. Refilling of lost forest cover by planting new trees is called reforestation. So children, harmful effects of deforestation can be controlled by planting new trees. Refilling of lost forest cover by planting new trees is called reforestation. Is it clear to all? The next question, what is poaching? So what is poaching? Answer, human beings kill wild animals illegally for profit and pleasure. This is known as poaching. So here human beings kill wild animals illegally for their profit and pleasure. This is known as poaching. Is it clear to all? Is it clear to all children? Good. Your next question. So question number 4. Name any two national parks in India that the animals protected there and the animals protected there. Name any two national parks in India and the animals protected there. So children, I have given you two examples in your classwork. So the same examples I am going to give here. Jim Corbett National Park, Uttarakhand, and the animals which are protected is tiger. Periyar National Park, which is located in Kerala, and the animals which is protected there is Asian elephant. So shall I revise it again, recap it again. Jim Corbett National Park, Uttarakhand, and the animal is tiger. Periyar National Park in Kerala, and the animal which is protected there is Asian elephant. The next question, name any two wildlife sanctuaries in India and the animals protected there. Answer, Satyamangalam Wildlife Sanctuary in Tamil Nadu. So the animal which is protected there is Asian elephant. Here Satyamangalam Wildlife Sanctuary, so it is in the state of Tamil Nadu, and the animal which is protected is Asian elephant. Mount Abu Wildlife Sanctuary, which is located in Rajasthan, and the animal which is protected is leopard. So here Mount Abu, the wildlife sanctuary which is located in Rajasthan, the animal which is protected is leopard. Is it clear, children? The next one, name the parts of the nervous system. Name the parts of the nervous system. Answer, the brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves in our body are the parts of the nervous system. So there are three parts. What are they, children? The brain, the spinal cord, and the nerves in our body are the parts of the nervous system. Is it clear to all? The next one, question number 7. What does the circulatory system consist of? What does the circulatory system consist of? The circulatory system consists of the heart, blood vessels, and blood. So children, the answer is the circulatory system consists of the heart, blood vessels, and blood. The next question, what is the function of the arteries? What is the function of the arteries? Answer, carrying the oxygen rich blood from the heart to different parts of the body is the function of the arteries. So children, carrying the oxygen rich blood from the heart to different parts of the body is the function of arteries. Is it clear, children? Is it clear to all? Your next question, question number 9. What is meant by inhalation and exhalation? What is meant by inhalation and exhalation? Answer, the process of breathing in air is called inhalation. So what they said here? The process of breathing in air is called inhalation, and the process of breathing out air is called exhalation. The process of breathing in air is called inhalation, and the process of breathing out air is called exhalation. Is it clear, children? Your next question, question number 10. What is excretion? Name the parts of the excretory system. So here what they said is, what is excretion, and name the parts of the excretory system. Answer, the process of getting rid of waste from our body is called excretion. So here the process of getting rid of waste from the body is called excretion. The parts of the excretory system are a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, urinary bladder, and urethra. So children, what are the parts? The parts of the excretory system are a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, urinary bladder, and urethra. Is it clear, children? Is it clear to all? So children, your next question, question number 11. What is an electric shock? What is an electric shock? Answer, an electric shock is a common accident that happens at home. When you get an electric shock, electricity passes through your body and you feel a sudden pain. So the answer is, an electric shock is a common accident that happens at home. When you get an electric shock, electricity passes through your body and you feel a sudden pain. Your next question, question number 12. List any one safety rule that we should follow at home. So here children, I have given you 2 to 3 answers. Any 1 or 2 you can write in your exam if the question is in your exam paper. Answer: do not go near the gas stove. Do not go near the gas stove. Do not run on the stairs. Always walk holding the rail. Do not leave toys on the floor, as you may trip or fall. Trip or fall. So your next question. What is a zebra crossing? What is a zebra crossing? So here, a zebra crossing is an area of the road painted with white stripes, which helps pedestrians to cross the road. The zebra crossing is an area of the road painted with white stripes, which helps pedestrians to cross the road. Is it clear, children? Your next question, question number 14. List the colors of the traffic light. What does each color indicate? So the question says, list the colors. Here, children, listen carefully. So what they said, list the color of the traffic light. What does each color indicate? Your first one, answer. The 3 colors of the traffic light are red, yellow or orange and green. So what are the 3 colors, children? Red, yellow or orange and green. Red indicates the vehicles to stop. So red indicates the vehicles to stop. Yellow or orange indicates the vehicles to slow down and stop. So here red means you have to stop, it is compulsory. So when it is yellow or orange, you have to slow down and stop your vehicles. And the next one is green. Green indicates the vehicles to go. That means you can start and you can move from the place where you are standing. So here green indicates the vehicles to go. So shall I recap it once again, children? The 3 colors of the traffic light are red, yellow or orange and green. Red indicates the vehicles to stop. Yellow or orange indicates the vehicles to slow down and stop. Green indicates the vehicles to go. Is it clear, children? Your next one, question number 15. What is first aid? What is first aid? Answer. First aid is the help given to an injured person immediately after an accident happens to them. So here, first aid is the help given to an injured person immediately after an accident happens to them. Is it clear, children? Your next question, question number 16. What are the 3 states of matter? Give 2 examples for each state of matter. The 3 states of matters are solid, liquid and gas. What are the 3 states of matter, children? Solid, liquid and gas. A pencil is an example for solid, water is an example for liquid and air is an example for gas. So children, they have given you the examples. What are they? A pencil is an example for solid, water is an example for liquid and air is an example for gas. Is it clear, children? Is it clear to all? Your next one, your question number 17. What is the difference between good and bad conductor of electricity? What is the difference between a good and a bad conductor of electricity? Answer. A good conductor of electricity to pass through it without itself getting damaged. A bad conductor of electricity does not allow electricity to pass through it. So children, the first one, a good conductor of electricity to pass through it. So a good conductor of electricity to pass through it without itself getting damaged. A bad conductor of electricity does not allow electricity to pass through it. So children, is it clear to all? Children, your next question, question number 18. Why do solids have a definite shape? Why do solids have a definite shape? A solid have a definite shape because molecules in a solid cannot move freely. The answer is solids have a definite shape because molecules in a solid cannot move freely. Your 19th question, what happens when water is heated? What is this process called? Answer, when water is heated, it evaporates and changes into water vapor. This process is called evaporation. So here, when water is heated, it evaporates and changes to water vapor. This process is called evaporation. Your next question, your 20th one, your 20th question. Is it possible for a substance to change from a solid state to a liquid state? Give an answer using an example. So, is it possible to change a solid into liquid? So, yes, we will see what it is. If it is possible for a substance to change from a solid state to a liquid state. So, what they say? Yes, it is possible. For example, when solid ice is kept outside the freezer, it melts and changes into a liquid state, which is water. So, an ice is called solid state, but water is liquid state. So, the melting process happens here. A solid changes into liquid. Is it clear, children? So, children, here your short answers are over. Now, we are going to revise your detailed answers. Shall we move on to it? Very good. So, here, your first detailed answer. Describe the functioning of the brain. Describe the functioning of the brain. Our brain helps us to think and react to many situations. The brain is protected by the skull. The brain sends and receives messages to and from different parts of the body with the help of bundles of thin thread-like fibers called nerves. Nerves are made up of special cells called neurons. Shall I repeat it once again, children? Our body helps us to think and react to any situation. The brain is protected by the skull. The brain sends and receives messages to and from different parts of the body with the help of bundles of thin thread-like fibers called nerves. Nerves are made up of special cells called neurons. So, is it clear, children? Your next question, question number 2. So, here your question number 2. Describe the mechanism of breathing in human being. Answer. When we breathe in, the air enters the lungs, so the lungs expand. The diaphragm below the lungs contracts and flattens. The lungs absorb oxygen from the air and send it to different parts of the body through blood. The body uses this oxygen for various purposes and gives out carbon dioxide, which is brought by blood to the lungs and released out. When we breathe out, the air is forced out of the lungs and so the lungs contract, the diaphragm relaxes and moves up. Is it clear, children? Your next question is, what are the safety rules to be followed while using an immersion heater? Answer. While using an immersion heater, we should never touch the water when the heater is inside the water. We should first switch off the heater, remove the plug from the socket and then remove the heater from water to know its temperature. Is it clear, children? Children, your next question. List the safety rules to be followed at school. So, what are all the safety rules that you have to follow at school? Answer. Do not run in the corridors. Do not run in the corridors. While climbing up or down the stairs, hold the rail and walk slowly. When using the staircase as a class, walk in a line. Do not run around the classroom as we may get hurt if we hit a table, a chair or a wall. Do not climb on the table or chair as we may fall. While getting into the school bus, stand in a queue. Do not push or pull others while playing games in the playground. Play games safely without trying to do something dangerous. So children, these are all the safety measures which you have to follow in your school. Is it clear, children? Shall we move on to the next one? Your next question. Question number 5. What are the safety rules we must follow to cross the road? So this is also an important question, children. What are the safety rules we must follow to cross the road? Answer: the following are the safety rules we must follow to cross the road. Always cross the road with an adult and ask the adult to hold your hand. Cross the road at the zebra crossing or use an overbridge or a subway to reach the other side of the road. So children, shall I repeat it once again? The following are the safety rules we must follow to cross the road. Always cross the road with an adult and ask the adult to hold your hand. Cross the road at the zebra crossing or use an overbridge or a subway to reach the other side of the road. Is it clear, children? Is it clear to all? Whenever you are going to cross the road, you have to ask an help from the adult. Your next question, question number 6. What are the things that a first aid box should have? Answer: the following are the things that a first aid box should have. Bandage, sterile gloves for dressing, disposal sterile gloves, tweezers, Dettol, antiseptic cream for small wounds, spray to relieve pain, and medicines such as paracetamol. So these are the things which have to be kept in a first aid box. Your next question: what first aid would you give to a person who has cut his fingers with a knife? So here, if a person has cut his fingers with a knife, we should clean it with a disinfectant and an antiseptic must be applied. So here, children, I'll repeat it once again. If a person has cut his fingers with a knife, we should clean it with a disinfectant and an antiseptic must be applied. Is it clear, children? Is it clear to all? So children, your next question, question number 8. Write about the different properties of substance that are opaque, transparent and translucent. Answer: woods does not allow light to pass through it. Such substances are called opaque. I'll read it once again. Woods does not allow light to pass through it. Such substances are called opaque. Substances such as glass allow light to pass through them and are called translucent. I'll repeat it once again. Substances such as glass allow light to pass through them and are called transparent. However, there are substances such as tracing paper and frozen glass that allows some light to pass through it, but they are not transparent as glass. They are called translucent. So here, children, are you clear with it? That here, however, some. So children, what I said is, however, there are substances such as tracing paper and frozen glass that allow some light to pass through it, but they are not transparent like glass. They are called translucent. Is it clear, children? Your next question, question number 9. Why are utensils made out of steel and their handles made out of bakelite? What will happen if the handle was also made of steel? Answer: utensils are made out of steel and their handles are made out of bakelite because bakelite is a poor conductor of heat. If the handle was also made of steel, our hands would get burnt while holding hot utensils. So children, is it clear? If the utensil is very hot, what happens? Steel is a good conductor of heat, so suddenly your hands will feel burnt while holding the hot utensils. Your next question, question number 10. So children, here it is. Write how molecules in water behave during the process of melting and solidification. So the question, write how molecules in water behaves during the process of melting and solidification. Here answer: Molecules always move faster when heated and slow down when cooled. So here they are very when they are very fast, they are very fast when they are heated, and when they are slowed down when they are cooled. Melting is the process by which solid water, which means ice, is changed into liquid form. When water which is in liquid form is kept in a very low temperature, like in the freezer or freezer of a refrigerator, it turns into ice which has a fixed shape. This is known as freezing. So this process is known as freezing. So children, here your short answers and details are over. So we will move on to the next part. So children, we have learned in a detailed way about short answers and details. Are you all clear with that? Very good. The next one, part 6, unscramble the words. So here we all know this previous exam we have attended this part, and here I will be giving you a word with missing letters. You have to find what word it is and you have to fill the letters. F, O, E. So the missing letters are L, W, R. So the word is flower. The next one, L and S. The missing letters are P, A, T. So the word is plant. So like this you have to find the word. So refer the keywords which is given in your lessons. Is it clear, children? Not only the keywords, you have to read throughout the lesson, because some hard words will be in the lesson and I will be giving those words also for your exam. The next one, part 7, diagram. Semester 1 book, page number 100 and 101. Semester 2 book, page number 26. Draw and label the parts. Practice it clearly. So practice once, twice and thrice. Any one or two will be coming for you in an optional time. 8th part, picture comprehension. Semester 1, 82, 83. In Semester 2 book, 23, 24, 38 and 39. Practice all these pages. Any one activity will be coming for you in your exam. Is it clear, children? So your